it going? Here we go, guys. It's the music that keeps us going. This is the chess show, or rather, the chess puzzle show, because supposedly there's a chess show out there, and they told me you can't use the chess show anymore. And I'm like, oh, dude, I've been doing this longer than. But okay, somebody's feelings got hurt, and so yeah. So anyway, guys, how's it going? How you all doing today? You guys doing awesome? There you go. Or which one is it? I don't know. One of these. So, what's up, Dave? Coach Dave with us all the way from
Nothing much
north,
today.
the middle. What's the deal, man? You're getting some shopping done out here and playing the chess
Yep, just did some grocery shopping for delivery. Watched a little bit of
online.
football. Ohio State beat Penn State. It's a really big game. So,
Wow.
I got my online coursework I have to do tonight, so that'll take some time. And luckily, starting next week, I get my equipment coming in tomorrow, so I'll have a nice
Yeah.
green screen, a new 4K webcam, and a microphone.
There
Nice
you
little
go.
single standing microphone. So hopefully, I'll get that all going, and hopefully get this OBS studio software going along with it, so I
Oh,
can be more clear and people can see me, this ugly mug, a little more better.
a
uh,
little bit better,
but
huh?
everything will be clearer, hopefully some better streams on not just my streams, but it's yours as well. Things will be
Yeah,
nice,
there you go.
clearer, and
Oh,
it'll be
no.
nice.
It'll be cool. It'll be nice, and hopefully, maybe you make some money out of that too. And so, see what happens. But if not, hey, just the
Oh, please,
pleasure
just
just for fun, and giving some pointers out there to some chess players and all of that, or just talking
yeah.
chess. It's like last night's show with Alan. I mean, I think that was really interesting. How to become a stronger chess player. I think that was really really cool. We need a little bit more of that. You know.
Yeah.
So.
And just something for your stream. People, don't be afraid to ask comments about chess. That's why we're
Yeah.
here on the Chess Puzzle Show. Is not just the puzzles, but to help people get better at chess. If you have questions for especially Ray, for all his years of experience, and even for me, I've been coaching chess now for about
Yeah.
12 years. So don't be
Yeah,
afraid to ask me
that's a
any
long
kind of
time, man.
questions.
Over 5 years, man. That's a long time, coaching chess. So it's like, man,
Oh, I'll tell you
it's
what.
true.
The last 12 years of teaching chess, you're right. It does. It goes by quickly, and it makes me feel old. It really does. Hopefully, I don't get to the point where I'm coaching some of my students. Hopefully, none of their kids anytime soon. Then I'll be feeling real old when I get to that
Oh,
point.
you can join my club. I coach. I have a couple of kids whose parents used to be my students, and so
Oh,
that
Ray, you're
that's really
showing your
cool.
age there, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm an old fart, man. but it's pretty cool, man. That your old students call upon you and trust you with the training of their kids. And it's really really rewarding, really cool. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to feel appreciated that way. But great, man. Well, there was a tournament today over at Stillman Middle School, and man, some of my students did really well. I'm still in the midst of getting some pictures. So let me share with you. I got two of these kids here that I want to put them out there. Just give him a little shout out. So there's this guy. This is Mr. Luke. Mr. Luke, man, he took it. Oh man, I forget. I think he went 4 out of 5. Yeah, he went 4 out of 5, and he went in with oh man, I forgot. I get, what was it, a 5th place or something like that, man. Pretty respectable there. Uh Man, I totally lost it. I think he was 5th. Hold on. Yeah, he was 5th place. Hold on. I can get you here. Man, where is it? I'm losing my marbles here. No, hold on. When that happens, when you're getting too old already. Yeah, Luke came in 8th place with 4 points out of 5 possibilities, and then we got another kid here. Let's see here. I got another kid here. This is little Samantha. Let me pick it a little bit bigger than there. This is little Samantha. She's a little second grader, and she went in and took. What did Samantha do? No, no, no. I'm sorry. This is not Samantha. This is Roosevelt, and her teammate took fifth place. Roosevelt here took fourth place in the primary division, and so man, they did good, and I'm still getting in some pictures. But they'll probably come on a little later. It had probably about 10 Royal Knights that score some trophies, man, and two teams that did really well. And so
Now, were there a lot of tie breaks for them? Were there a lot of tie breaks?
yeah.
Right? Is that
Like
why
for
they placed
instance,
wins?
here in Texas, guys,
Where
here
they
in
were?
Texas, let me just let's see. Let me just share with you really quick here. Hold on. Let's see. How do I do this? Um In Texas, man, if you want to, oh, here it is. Like for instance, in the primary, in the elementary division, there was. I'm going. There was it was a small tournament. There was only 90 kids playing in the elementary division, and so first place went undefeated. Ex student of mine, by the way, he went undefeated with 5 points, and then his teammate got 5 points. So those guys came in first. Of course, one guy takes first, the other guy takes second with 5 points. Third place was a tie break with 4.5 points, and fourth place was 4.5 points. Fourth place was the next student of mine. Then came my student Santos from Dishman. He came in with fifth place, but he scored 4 points. And there was 9 players that scored 4 points. So from fifth place to 13th, those were all 9 points. Again, another one of my students was 12 points. I mean, was 12th place again with 12 points. And of course, Luke that you saw was 8th place. So yeah, the tiebreakers over here. I mean, if you score 4 points, sometimes you get a medal, and sometimes you don't even get a medal, even with 4 points out of 5. So it's hard to
Oh, the
get
poor
in.
kids! I can feel their pain. I've been through it.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Hey, look who's here. There comes Daniel, the number one fan. How's it going, Daniel? Hey, man. So, yeah, man. So, yeah. And so the idea is that these kids need to train for nationals, because I would tell them, man, you can win the local events, but, man, you go to your state tournament, or you go to your regionals or the national, and that's a totally different animal, man. You got to be really ready, especially nationals. You just can't go thinking that you're going to win. Is when the thing about us is that since we have so many players, sometimes we play stronger versus weaker, and we play division. Now I like tournaments where they play by ratings, even if it's scholastic event, ratings to ratings. It's that I think that produces a stronger chess player, which goes along with what we were talking with Alan last night about how to become stronger. Play stronger players and you will become stronger, but not too strong either. I would say what 400 points, more or less, Dave. That's what's recommended by the federation, right? 400 points above the rating.
Yes,
That
that
they
is
they
correct.
had a
Yes.
calculated they have a calculated thing that one out of four, one out of no 1 out of 5 matches, a lower ranked player should win within 400 points, something like that.
Correct. Within
Providing
400
that
points. Yes.
both are playing strong. But so that's good. Anyway, let's see who. Let's see. Well, the rating ranges, but well, we're talking about under 1,000. And in another case, I had some other students. I haven't had. I saw some of the results. We did pretty well. These are kids maybe from 1,200 to 1,500, and that tournament there was really good. In fact, I had one kid that scored third place. And last 2 weeks ago, we had a tournament, and one kid in the open scored first place. So that was good. These are high schoolers. So uh, it's hard. It's good, but it's hard. So let's share some Let's see. Let's look at this puzzle here. Let's see what this says. All right, let's start some puzzles, guys. Puzzles, puzzles, puzzles. Right. All right. So here we go. Chrome tab to this puzzle. No, no, not that one. Here we go. All right. So here we go with the first puzzle. It's black to move. What do we see here? Black to move. These are a little bit harder today, but you know what? Uh, let's see what happens. Black to move. It might be easy. Black to move and win. I believe this one's a win. I forget if this one's a win or not. Yes, this is a black to move. And find a win here. Actually, there's a checkmate. But let's see. Let's see what. Let's see what happens
Is
here.
this set up right?
Yeah. You know what? Hold on. There is a bishop missing here. There is a bishop missing. You're right. Hold on.
I was going to say, it looks like there's something missing. I'm like, wait a sec.
There we go. And analyze port. All right. There we go. We have a bishop missing. So now it is. Now it is. Now it makes sense. So what do we see? This is easy. It's a simple checkmate.
It's a little bit to limber
It's a little bit checkmate. Let's see if Daniel gets it. What do you think, Daniel? Or let's see whoever else is out there. But let's look at this puzzle. Remember, always consider the squares around the king. I've always preached that. Always look at the square the color is on. And of course, look at your long range pieces to see how they're attacking or controlling the squares around the king. Whenever there's a knight near the area, look for forks. Look for forks. What do you think, Dave? Anything you want to add this as far as how to look for a position like this? What to look for in a position like this?
Like I always say, constantly and constantly, look at your minor pieces, then your major pieces. Now, in this case, we don't have any major pieces, really, except for the rooks. So they're not really doing everything because they're your only major pieces on the board. So now look downward. So now look at your bishops and your knights. Hint, hint.
Yeah. Hint, hint, definitely. So let's see. Hey, Daniel, you going to answer this one or what? Let's see who else is here. Anybody else here? Yeah. Hola, María Inés. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo te va? Saludos. Somebody watching from South America. So great. You know what? Go ahead and answer it. What do you think, Dave? I know this is really, really hard.
Very easy. This is going to be a really
and explain why. Explain why. Take the move and explain why.
Fairly easy move.
Well, Daniel's scratching his head. He's still thinking.
But he needs to look at the idea of bishop. Is that B4? Bishop B4 check?
Now, why? Why that check? Why that check?
One, it has a direct attack on the king check. The only way to block is with the knight. That's the only block. So you got to cut it off, and which it puts in attack. But at the same time, you're winning the bishop as well. So you can actually take check again. Then when the pawn takes, you can take the bishop, hitting the pawn as well. It's a forced win regardless of the situation.
Yes. Now, could there be a possible checkmate as well?
Yes, there is a possible checkmate as well.
Yeah.
Because if he moves out of the way, or if he decides, he wants to play it differently. So.
Yeah, Daniel's saying there comes.
Yes, that is correct.
That is correct. So that is correct. That is the correct move. One, it exposes the king to a check. It opens up the position. Now the other rook can now get into play, but he cannot take with the pawn. If he captures with the pawn, then we have
the right in the back.
Right in the back. We have a back rank checkmate. There comes the rook, and the knight's taking care of this square, and it's all over for that, right? But again, the move is still here. Oops. The move is still here. The bishop must block. And of course, can we take with the knight? We could, but let's say
no,
we take
because
the knight, and then he takes with this one. We don't have that square, right?
No, no, rook takes actually, Ray. Rook
Yeah,
takes
yeah.
actually, Ray.
Rook takes would be
Rook takes
best.
would
Yes,
be
you're right.
actually better. Rook takes would,
Because rook would takes and
yes,
then we
rook
would
takes would be
lose,
best.
right? So the best move here is, of
Yeah,
course, here. He goes there. Bishop takes. Pawn is going to take back. And then we just simply take there and we're okay. We got our
right.
bishop going. We got our rook going. We got knight in a good square. Or we don't even need to take there. Forget the pawn. Why don't we just take the bishop down here?
Right,
Does
just
that
take the
make
bishop.
sense?
Simple.
Yeah, just take the bishop, and because we eliminated the defender, right? It wasn't that the whole point of it, eliminate the defender. So this is why. See, when we go here, the knight's protecting the bishop. So when he goes here, we take with the bishop. He has to escape. The bishop has to escape. No, anywhere he goes, he's gonna lose it, right? So he takes here and we take there, and the rook's got to go, wherever, maybe here, to protect both of these pawns, and total win for black. Does that make
Correct.
sense, guys? All right. Let's see. Let me show you another one here. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So let me go with this one, and let's go tap with that one. And where am I? Where am I? Uh, all right. Let's show you this one here. Cool deal. All right. So, what do we think here? White to move. White to move. And win. Or is there a checkmate? What do you think? I say there's a checkmate. So again, you have a queen in the area.
Yes, there is. You just gotta find it.
There is a checkmate, right? So you got a queen in the area. Sometimes, hey, what piece creates the most checkmates? The queen. Also, sometimes there's a sacrifice. Um, So, what do we think? What do we see? I see a little Murphy style coming up, or uh, what else? What do you see, Daniel? Daniel Abbott. Let's see who else is up here. Uh, Juanito, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo te va, Juanito? Juan Bautista watching us out there. He's a Tejano artist. Awesome guy. So what do you think here? Daniel, are you watching still? What do you think on this puzzle? What is your solution here, sir? We have a potential check with the queen. Uh you're done. You're done this one before, I think. Well, maybe. No, I don't think so. But it looks familiar. And this is the beauty of doing a lot of puzzles. You get all of these patterns and all of these diagrams in your brain. And so you see them when you play chess, when play over the board, or even online, you see these patterns and they go, I remember that pattern looks just like one of these puzzles. Hey, what about this idea? And you go right at it. So what do you think? Should we try the tack, or is there another move? I'd say, one of the grandmaster moves is, of course, what are they? Uh, the grandmaster moves are a good check, right? Again, well, uh, a good check. And again, like Dave said, always look at the long range pieces. I always say look at the color of the king. Sometimes there is a sack to expose the king to more checks. So you want to look at stuff like that. But the best thing is consider the six grandmaster moves. Look for a good check. Attack the queen whenever possible, if it's a good move. Attack any unprotected piece. Remember, if you capture pieces, your army is going to be stronger than your opponents. Create pins, because that freezes pieces from moving. And of course, little pawns. But I'm not saying move pawns crazy like, but if there's a case where a little pawn can attack a big piece, especially on a pin situation, you're going to do really well. And of course, creating a pass pawns. So what do? We a lot of times we need to consider tactics like remove the guard. You want to capture something, but it's protected. Attack the protector, chase the protector away, and the piece that you wanted to capture will be left unprotected and ready for you to capture. So let's see. We got a comment here. No knight. Take the bishop with the pawn. He says take the bishop with the take the pawn with the bishop. Oh, I think that's another move. Oh, okay. Now let's see. Maybe he means this. No, no, knight. No, no, knight. No. Oh, so you decided not to go. I think he was talking about this, but that doesn't or I don't know. Does it work after this? What can you do? Look
Not
for
for
it.
a mate, no. No, because knight
Not
check.
for mate.
Knight
Not for mate,
checks. Knight checks on
but you
e6.
have knight checks, and he's
Knight,
got to
yeah,
go
it's not for
here,
mate. Yeah, it doesn't do it.
right? And then of
Yeah.
course you do have the check. You do have the check,
And then
right? And then of course, if the rook blocks, you
yeah,
capture the rook. If he goes here,
it's only winning a piece.
he,
Right.
yeah,
but
he's going here, and then of course you go there, and
you
look
just
at that. The rook has to go, and then of course you can go here, and isn't that a mate? Isn't that a checkmate?
yeah,
Or
but
am I
it's too,
wrong?
yeah, but it's too fat. It's too slow.
Well, oh, of course.
It is a mate, but it's too slow.
It's too slow. Well, yeah, but hey, maybe that works. Maybe that's the killer move. Well, let's see. What's this? Look at this. No, 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 no. It's not too slow because think about it. Let's say this guy develops. Well, I know now it doesn't work. Then you got this, and you don't have the mate there, and you got to walk away.
Right, you don't have the mate. Right.
Yeah, you're right. You don't have the mate, so it didn't work.
Yep.
But that's if he moves a knight. If he doesn't, that one, of course. So what else do we have? What else?
That's it.
It took too long. Hey, but it was pretty. But okay, so what? I think what? Let's go with a check, right? And he moves.
You have queen h8 check. Yep.
Queen h8
Bishop,
check. Okay.
Bishop takes.
Bishop takes.
Now bishop takes. Bishop takes. Now you take
Well,
the
yeah,
pawn with bishop.
but there's
and that's
a check
basically.
right. Well, no, bishop takes. Okay, we have check. Queen goes out here, and we have the checkmate here.
Yeah, you can do that, and then just force down. Yeah,
that
comes
that's
down
that's
on.
forced,
What is that? E6.
right? So
E6
he goes here. This guy goes there.
Right.
What do we say? What do we say from now? Oh yeah, the bishop takes with the idea of this is a check in a mate in one attack in a sense, right? So now if he protects,
Yeah.
no, I don't think you got anything if he protects. No, that's not the move.
Correct.
That can't be the move then. So what about sacrificing the knight? Pawn takes.
It's no good.
He goes here. You go there.
No. Pawn takes is incorrect. That's one way, but it's incorrect though. You have to go back.
Well, okay.
After you play check, king moves forward.
King moves forward, and you capture queen, and you got to get
king
advantage.
plays on e7.
Yeah, and you have advantage, and your queen's
Right,
not in
you have
trouble.
an advantage.
So yeah, that is the move. That is the move then, right? That is the move because
Yeah, but it
you're
doesn't give you
creating.
mate though.
You're creating a royal fork. You're creating a royal fork. If the pawn captures, there's the opening. So you go check. King can't go here. Can't go there. King has to go here, and you have checkmate here at e8. Checkmate. That is the move, guys. Right. So royal fork, but it's a sacrifice. If the king sees it, you have this, and then of course you capture the queen. The rook's gonna move out of the way. You have check down here. If you wanted to, of course, he might go there. The knight has to go somewhere, so that might not be the move. So again, maybe you just go here. You go there with the idea of there, and the king has to move. Can't move. If the rook captures, and you have check. He moves here. And you have checkmate again, so that might work as well. But the idea was to sacrifice the knight on the other one, right? All right, let's see. Let's look at another one here. All right, Dave. Let's see what we got. So let's look at this one. Yeah, let's look at this one here. All right, black to move. Ooh, Black's in trouble, man. Look at this. Black's in deep trouble. He's got queen coming all the way down. Oops. Queen coming down all the way down here for a checkmate. Because you're controlling everything. So black better have a good move or he's losing big time. So what do we got here? Look at the long range pieces again. Look at the squares around the king. Look at the color that the king's at. Look at the way the pieces are coming at the position. Sometimes there's a sacrifice to expose the king to more checks. Let's see what you see.
Check. Oh, this is easy.
Like
okay. Maybe not so. No, that's easy. No, I had to look at it. That's easy. Okay, I had to look at it for a minute here and burn my brain out, but yeah, that's easy.
I would diva sack. Hey, all right. Yeah, there. Diva sack. I like that. Okay, the diva sack would be probably
it's one idea
there. Right? Of course, if he moves away, then we have the checkmate with a rook. Right? We have the checkmate with a rook. That works. If the king, if the king moves anywhere, it's checkmate. So, no. What happens if the king moves here to f7? I mean to c2. What would the move be now?
Oof. Move would be brutal. Oof.
Checkmating one, guys. Checkmating one. Black to move. Checkmating one. Come on. You should be able to see this.
There's no mate there. There's no mate there. There's no mate at all.
It's checkmating one.
Not a bishop
checkmating one. Checkmating one. Checkmating one. Black to move. Checkmating one.
Queen takes on d3, mate. It's easy.
Why? Because
everything's else cut off. You got rooks and bishops.
Yeah,
it's all cut off.
Well, the thing is that the pawn on e2 is pinned. He can't capture, and so it's queen captures the little pawn on d3, protected, of course, by the queen and the rook. And now the queen's attacking the diagonal, and of course we have the little sandwich going on here. The pawn can't capture because the rook's pinning, and so we have the checkmate as well. So that's pretty sweet. So yeah. Now what happens if the king captures the queen? That's the move we're waiting for.
This is easy. Rook takes c. Was it c3? Oh, d3. Sorry, rook takes d3. Check.
Another sacrifice. Oh man, this one's full of sacrifices. The king cannot go anywhere. The king cannot go anywhere. And he cannot capture the rook.
So pawn takes.
Can capture.
So pawn takes.
All right.
Pawn takes. And then f4 mates. F4 is in trouble.
Yeah.
Right there.
Well,
F4,
is it checkmate? Mates. What about the knight?
No, it's not. No, you can't. No, it still doesn't work, Ray. It still doesn't work. That's why you have to play f4.
All right. So what's the move? Oh, f4. All right, hold on. So we got
right. That's why you have to play f4. Yeah.
There.
Takes.
Right.
Rook takes.
Rook takes
on d3. Rook takes d3.
On d3. All right.
Pawn takes. Yep. Pawn takes. Yep. Pawn takes. And then f4.
Oh, this one. Yeah, that's the
yes.
Check.
There you go.
Yeah, I got to focus on the queen side. And that one is checkmate. That one is checkmate. Little pawn attacks big piece. Grandmaster move, guys. Grandmaster move. Little pawn attacks big piece. Imagine that. Little pawn attacks big piece. Coach Ray was looking on the other side of the board. But I'll do that one again. Queen sacrifice to expose the king to more checks. And the check is a very simple check with a little pawn. Right? Well, wait a minute. No. Wrong, because he can move. I messed up. Sacrifice.
No. You missed the rook sack here.
Yeah, another sacrifice. The pawn must capture, which exposes the back, the second rank to checks, and then the f4 push, checkmate. Excellent. That's Daniel would say that was pretty. I saw that. Oh, you did? Awesome, Daniel. See, man, you're getting better at this. And of course, the other lines were if the king moves out of the way, you have the checkmate down here. No. You got the check. No. Actually, if he moves there, we have, what do we say we have? Again, we have the rook, right? Or no? Do we have the rook check here again? And if the pawn takes, then we have checkmate here, right?
Yep.
If he moves there, then of course we have checkmate there. Okay, and if he moves here, then we have checkmate there, because again the rook pin. So you got all of them, but the actual answer is this one. Sacrifice a rook is the key move! Exclamation move! Brilliant move! Pawn takes, pawn advances, check, check. Rook's got all the checks back here. Remember, checkmate is controlling the squares around the king. So that one was pretty, man. That one was good. I like that one. All right, let's see what else. The Murphy one. Let's look at the Murphy one. All right, here we go. And is that it? Yep, here we go. I think it's this one. Yeah, there it is. All right. A la Murphy. A la Per Murphy style. What do you guys see here? Pawns are a nightmare. Yes, they are. Pawns are a nightmare. When played properly. When pawns move together, man, they're vicious. Let's see who else is here. Okay, cool. Does that make sense? They are vicious when played together. So, what do you see here, man? I will say this is definitely a. Well, no, I won't. I don't give you the answer if I tell you what the hint. It would be. But this one features our buddy the double check. Right, Dave?
Yeah. Oh, this is fun.
There
I know
you
how to
go.
win this easily.
Right? So what do you think here?
No, this is easy.
Easy, right? At first it's hard, but once you do a couple of
Not
puzzles
really.
in this style, it becomes really easy. It becomes really easy. The idea is to create a double check. Remember, in a double check, only the king can move. In a double check, only the king can move. That makes sense? In a double check, only the king can move. No one else. No one else.
Okay.
No pieces can be captured unless the king captures those pieces. In a double check, only the king can move and only the king can capture. I would say it's the strongest weapon in chess. All right, so what do we see here? Let's see.
All right.
Daniel made he's looking at a battery. Oh, I see that. You see a battery. I see a battery. So what's the move, Daniel? If you see a battery, what's the move?
Yes, what's the move, Daniel?
Give me the move. Come on, Daniel. You see it? Remember, it's controlling the squares around the king. Let's give this guy a little bit of time here. There you go. Oh, cool, man. Oh, there you go. So, what do you think? What do we got? Let me share this. Maybe somebody.
Okay, post the move. Share. What? No. No,
What does he say?
Daniel, not check with the knight.
Check with the knight.
He says check with the knight. No, that is
incorrect.
incorrect.
No, Daniel, no. Tell me it ain't so. Tell me it ain't so, buddy.
Okay, I'll show him. Are you ready?
Are you ready? I don't know if I'm ready.
You ready, Daniel?
This is
time to learn.
This is high tech checkmate, man. Oh, he says, yeah. Yeah, I know my bet. All right, so here comes the answer.
Okay.
Push the pawn. No.
Queen D. No. This is easy. Queen D8 check. Or Queen
Yes,
D1 check.
Queen
Sorry. Queen
D8 to
D1
create a
check.
check. The king must
King,
capture because the king can't
is
move
forced to
anywhere.
check.
Right, and then
Then bishop A4 double check. So bishop A4 double check. You're cutting off
creates
both
a
lines.
double check. Creates a double check. Right. Creates a double check. So here we go. Double check, and we have the bishop attacking the king, and we have the
King.
discover
Yup. King.
of the
Yup.
rook.
King is forced to
The
take.
king cannot
King
move
take
here
E1.
because of the knight. Right. He cannot move there. So he's got to either go back here or capture the knight. All right. So let's look at capture the knight. He captures the knight. What is the move?
Rook D1 mates.
Rook D1 mate because the bishop's protecting the rook. He's taking care. The bishop's taking care of that square. The rook's taking care of this. Oops. The rook's taking care of that square and the whole bit. And the same thing would work if, of course, the king would go back home. The rook would still go there, and the knight would take care of this square. And the bishop is, of course, protecting the rook, and the rook's attacking the king and controlling this line. So yeah.
Ooh.
So the idea here is, yeah, you're right, Daniel. There was a battery there where it was hiding. So sacrifice the queen, king captures, create the double check, king captures the knight, which is more likely the more uh the best move there. And of course, there comes. And Daniel says, okay, I understand now. Just got to eat just to get my bearings straight. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that's why the puzzles are good, Daniel. That's why, again, you're attacking this square for the mate. You might have thought, okay, maybe I move my bishop out of the way, but by that time this guy can do something. And even then, I think even then it would win because here, yeah, even here you could still sacrifice the queen, and he would go here, and then you would
What?
get the
No,
same
you can't
vote.
play. You can't. No, you can't play the bishop. Oh,
No?
you missed a move. Queen takes
All right,
bishop.
let's see.
Check.
All right, so
Queen takes
let's say
bishop,
he
check, and the
goes.
game's
Oh
lost.
yeah. Queen takes. The queen's in trouble, and that's true. Remember, if a piece is in trouble, hey,
Yeah,
you got to
in-between
do
is
something
trouble.
with
It
it,
can't
unless
be.
you have an in between move. And sometimes the in between move is a check or a capture of a piece that attacks a greater value piece. So in this case, the in between move is a check, which it works to be brilliant. And as they say, this is Murphy style. Cool deal. That makes sense?
Yep.
Cool, man.
Ugh,
Awesome. Yeah. You're falling asleep here. All right.
Now I'm getting there. Still early. Right?
All right. So let's see. Oh, this is a good one. This one, again, all of our puzzles are complements of Premier Chess. I just pull them out of Premier Chess. Evan, I guess, gives me permission to do that. It's not too bad, Evan. So, Black is totally in charge here. He's got checkmates on B2, and he's got checkmates on A2. Those are the focal points. And there is no way to defend this checkmate. There's no way to protect the checkmate. White's going to lose no matter what White does if White wants to protect the checkmate. But there's always something else you can do. Can you all guess what White can do to save the game? What can White do to save the day? Dun, 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 dun. What can White do to save the day? White is about to get a big fat 0, and Black's about to get that winning point, that 1. And so White says, Man, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna leave here with a 0. I'm gonna win me
But you can leave
something.
with a half.
But you can leave with a
You're
half.
not going to win, but you can get a half.
You can get a half. A half's better than a 0. So how do
Right.
we
So you
get
have to
half?
get a half here.
So how do we get
Well,
a
you're gonna have to
half?
sacrifice that rook if you're gonna get a half.
All right. So what's the move? What
So
can we do?
rook e7 check.
Let's
So
see.
you
He
have to play
brings the
rook
rook
e7
into
check.
play. Rook e7. He hides.
Yep.
And does white
You
have
can
any more
sacrifice your
checks?
rook now.
All right. You sacrifice the rook now. Okay.
Uh,
He captures.
I guess you just play rook e check, rook e7 check.
E7 check, and of course
I
maybe
mean,
he
there's
goes.
really not much you can do.
He goes there.
I mean,
Where's the next?
you really, and then you can, and then sacrifice the queen.
Yeah, but that's not a draw.
And then sacrifice the queen. It doesn't matter where. Yes, it is. You can't move anything.
Oh!
You can't move again.
and that's a stalemate.
the magic of sacrificing pieces.
Yeah. You create a stalemate. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's look at that again. Watch, because I was looking for a 3-move
Just
repetition.
sacrifice half the board.
I
Just
was looking
sacrifice
for
it all.
perpetual check, But yeah, he goes sacrifice the rook to get rid of the rook, right? Boom. Now he's got no rook. White has no rook.
Right.
We have a check. He moves here. Boom. Sacrifice. The king cannot move in any direction. This pawn cannot move, this pawn cannot move, and this pawn cannot move. And the king is in a stalemated position because he can't move anywhere. This pawn cannot move. Stalemate is when it's your turn and your king cannot move anywhere. And so after this check, which is kind of like a checkmated position, the king must capture the queen to get out of check. And now it's white turn, and he cannot move to this square because of the pawn and the queen. And the king cannot go here because of the queen. And that is what we call stalemate. White forced black to have stalemate. So let's play. Maybe he didn't. Let's play something else. So what if, again, let's go with the rook. I like the rook. Okay, let's say he goes here. What is the move now? Is it still the same? Yes, right? Check.
Still the same. Sacrifice the rook.
Captures. And the queen cannot capture.
No, you cannot capture. No,
no,
you still
because
play a check
when the
again.
queen captures, he goes here,
no,
and check,
go back. You have to play the check still.
and you lose, right? So he cannot capture. All right, so okay, he captures. You have to go check here, right? You have to go check there. Now, if he goes here, again, you cannot check here because queen captures, giving away this square. So what is the move here?
But you can check. But you can check on D8. No, or you can check on D8 and try to get a perpetual. You can do a perpetual.
Okay, let's do perpetual. Let's do perpetual check. Perpetual check is a check after check after check after check with no progress. So let's work on perpetual. Let's say he works here. We got here. He goes here. We can go there. He goes here. We can go here. He goes here. And these are just checks. And sometimes,
yep. It just checks.
And sometimes these checks can get into 3-move repetition. Like for instance, that's the second time we see this, and that would be a 3-move repetition. No progress. 3-move repetition or stalemate. Does that make sense? Yeah. Well, okay. There is the 50-move rule, but in this case it wouldn't work because he would have checkmate in 1 move. But yeah, there is a rule that there is a draw after no pawn moves somewhere towards the end of the game where there's not going to be any pawn moves and no captures. 50 moves after that point, yeah, it would be a draw. But it's rare. And you have to be notating. You have to prove that you did 50 moves. So you can't, if you're not notating, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. So, again, Dave is totally correct. Boom. Bring the rook into play. Maybe he hides. Sacrifice the rook. Are you crazy, Coach Ray? Yes. Boom. Here comes the check. He goes here or there, and I think probably this would be the better move because that would kind of maybe White would think of trading queens, but still that would be bad, you know.
No.
But the move would be right here. That would be the move right there, or right here. That would be the other move that creates the stalemate right there. Stalemate. This was pretty cool puzzle. I like it. I like this move. So cool. What else? What else we got? All right. So one more
All
puzzle
right.
and we should be done. Let's see here. Ooh, this one's interesting. Or did we already move? Yeah, we already did this one. Hey, we did them all. We did them all. We did them all. We did them all. I think we did them all. Cool. Yeah, we have 5 puzzles. So anyway, we got 5 minutes. So what else is Dave? Dave, what do you want to talk? Anything you want to talk about your club? What's going on there in Columbus?
Actually, we were redesigning the website this week, ColumbusChessClub.com, and it's Columbus, Ohio, because people get very confused with being in the Midwest for Columbus, Indiana, but it's Columbus, Ohio, but it's ColumbusChessClub.com. If you take a look at it, we made some nice new changes to it, so it
Yeah.
looks great. Eric White did a really good job making the changes to it to help promote chess in Columbus, not just our club, but to help with some other clubs. And help so people can register for the tournament online and pay for the tournament online. So that
There
was
you
set up
go.
very nicely for those for our upcoming tournament, which is exactly in a week from today. So it'll be November the 6th. It'll be 4 rounds, game 60. We have 2 rated sections. We have an under 1,700 as well as an open. Players that are rated 1,600 to 1,699 can play up for an additional $15 if they want to play it up in our open.
Oh, that's
And if
cool.
you look at the pre-registration, it's going pretty well. Our open section is going to be pretty strong. I'm happy. I got a few 2,200s in there, so it's looking pretty strong right now.
There you go.
No complaints. We're always getting new people in, so I'm pretty happy by the way the things are going for the club. It's going in a positive direction. I can't really complain about anything with the club. I wish I could spend more time doing some stuff myself, but unfortunately tonight I'll be dedicating most of my time after the stream to packing the groceries, eating, and catching up.
And
Not really
study.
catching up, but getting my schoolwork done that's due for the week.
That is important.
Working, on my advanced management concepts and my project management, which won't take me too long. Project management stuff, I'll be done with that within a matter of
There
a
you
couple
go.
hours, getting that finished up, and then the advanced management will probably take me into the early wee mornings, but can't complain. And hey, we got World Series game 2 tonight, so with the Astros and with the Phillies,
Oh
so that
man,
at least gives you
Texas
some
and
sports. It's college
Philadelphia.
football. So hey, you should be happy because that's at
Texas.
8:03 that starts down there in Houston.
Yeah.
So and we got some college football right now. I don't see any major upsets yet. It looked like Georgia beat Florida, but we got some college football tonight.
There you go.
Always a lot of great college football since we have that. So I don't think, how did Texas do? Did they play today? I don't know if Texas played any college football. It doesn't look like it's today. It looks like some teams
Tomorrow.
might have had off today. No, maybe not. I only looked at the top 25, but there's always football on Saturdays because we're in college football until January. So
no, that's cool.
It looks like Texas A&M is playing Ole Miss right now. So
Ole Miss.
always some football, and then Ole Miss is playing right now. So Ole Miss is playing Texas A&M in Texas. So Texas is the giant party house between football and baseball. So
wow, yeah, man.
Are there any tournaments tomorrow at all?
Well, just the Scholastic tournament. I think there's. I know there's always
tournaments. Are there any chess tournaments tomorrow, Ray?
Those of you in Texas, there's always tournaments this weekend. There's always tournaments in Houston. There's always tournaments in San Antonio. There's tournaments in Dallas. So the big cities, there's always tournaments. I mean, I know Houston has about 3 or 4 clubs, and San Antonio has one big club that if I'm not mistaken, it's one of the oldest clubs in the nation. I think it goes back to the 1800s or something like that. And then of course Dallas, you have again some
Yeah.
tournaments there going on, and so there's always stuff going on in those three cities, definitely. Um, so I think even something going on in El Paso. I'm not too sure, but yeah. I need to look up that so we can promote some of these tournaments here locally, or not locally, but
Now, how far
Texas,
away
man.
are those tournaments from you?
From me, oh man, I mean, San Antonio would be the closest. It's a 5 hour drive. Dallas is about 10 hours from where I'm at. Houston is about maybe 5 hours to 6 hours, something like that. Now it depends on traffic. But I'm in the coast. I'm right in the tip of Texas, where Texas goes down. I'm right there next to South Padre Island. That's where I'm at. And so now they are starting some blitz tournaments on Thursday evening at the university here in Brownsville. UT They're having blitz tournaments on Thursdays, and they're also starting what is it, game 30, slower games on Friday. Game 30 with 5 second delay at the UT. So any of you here in the Brownsville or the Valley area, Harlingen, San Benito, um, come on down and play. Um, in the McAllen area, they play. I know George Trevino has a group out there, and they play. Anthony Guerra has another group that they regularly do tournaments, and so yeah, it depends. It varies, and those are within 45 minutes to an hour drive. So it's like that. As you say, Daniel says, "I remember Blitz, so much fun." Yeah, it's fun. There's also Buckhouse tournaments and stuff like that. The tournaments in Houston are wild. Oh man, that's cool. I know Daniel Fernandez has a school out there in Houston, and um, he's doing really well. So I think he's a FIDA master, and uh, so, but cool, man.
Now you don't
Anything
have
else?
any.
Yeah.
Now you do not have any. No, you do not have any titled players at the University of Texas Brownsville
Yeah, you
location.
got some grandmasters that play. Uh, you know, IMs, FMs. And they play.
Okay, maybe
Of course, they play.
we should get
They,
one of them to join the show one of these days.
oh, yeah, man. I can get. Man, well, actually, we did once upon a time. Um, but hey, I'll call them up and let's see what happens. That'd be
All
great.
right,
That'd be
sounds like
really,
a
really, really
plan.
cool. Sounds like a plan, man. If not, then we'll hook them up and we'll put them on your show
But I have
when you
nothing
do
else
when
to
you do
add.
the
That's pretty much.
when you do the your stream as well. Silvia, ¿qué tal? Argentina, man. People see me a lot in South America. ¿Cómo te va? Buenas noches. But cool, man. So, guys, this is it. We'll let you go. You guys are awesome. Hey, who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Daniel says, you all have a great night. Good night, folks. Silvia, ¿qué tal? Silvia, saludos. Hola, yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, I was thinking, and then I was thinking of Granny from the Hillbillies that would do her hand. Oh my goodness! All right, guys, this is it. We're gonna let you go for tonight, and we will see you next time on the Chess Puzzle Show with Coach Dave and Coach Ray, and we'll see you. Bye bye. Adios.